Und wir genießen weiter.
Know what I'm wondering? How'd you guys fall from that high up without a scratch? It's a miracle.
Good question.
Das drüben kommen wir nicht mehr hoch. Da lag aber halt noch was.
In any case, we got
Ist hier
lucky.
drüben auch
Hey,
noch
any
irgendwas?
skyfarer who tells you life ain't about luck is a liar in my book.
Nö. Also ich komme jetzt nicht ins Hauptmenü. Ah, die Stadt ist wirklich sehr nah.
Seems useful.
Kringelpilz.
Look, I see buildings.
Seems like a pleasant place to unwind.
Only one way to find out.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey. Yeah, slow
Ja, klein und süß.
Oh boy, this town is nice.
Gut, so hätte man es auch nennen können.
Check out the airships. Probably got a strong trade network going. Kinda reminds me of good old Port Breeze.
Diese Gruppe, auf der man durch den Segen der Astralbestie jemand sanfte, gleichmäßige Winde genießen kann, ist ein beliebter Treffpunkt von Himmelsfahrern und Handelsleuten. Ihr verkehrsreicher Handel befindet sich auf der Insel Eingana, auf der es im Zentrum einen triebigen Markt gibt. Auch wenn das Klima auf Port Breeze für gewöhnlich mild ist, kann es für empfindliche Seen wegen der beständigen Böen ein bisschen kalt sein.
We should look for a place where Lyria can rest.
Me? But I feel fine.
You've had a rough afternoon today. You shouldn't push yourself too hard.
I know, but we're in a brand new town and I want to explore it with everyone.
Well,
Ist nur.
Captain?
Hä? Vielleicht können wir was essen.
Maybe we could grab a bite.
Gee, I didn't know our captain was such a foodie.
Ah, die Arme.
Time to find some delicious apples. Or whatever's tasty.
If Lyria's up for a little excursion, then I don't see the harm in it.
In the meantime, I'll grab the Grand Cipher. Should be a dock around here somewhere.
As for me, I'm hankering to try the local brews they got in these parts.
We just got here and you already need a drink? What's with you geezers?
What? I deserve a refreshing cocktail after a long hike.
Ugh, you don't deserve anything.
You're all too much. Anyway, after exploring for a bit, let's meet back at that big building over there.
Bei der Kathedrale, ja. Okay.
Come on! I want to
Come
take a
on.
look around. I can't wait to explore. I love visiting new...
Ich kann irgendwas beanspruchen. Wo, 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 wo. Hier? Ah, war da was Sonstiges? Nö. Was ist denn das? Verlass. Bange. Mhm. Ungewöhnlich. Bestellen. Was ist das Ziel? Ja. Fähigkeiten. Vergewissere dich, dass du die notwendigen Fähigkeiten besitzt und Fähigkeiten werden durch Meisterschaften erlernen werden. Jawohl. Ach, sie kann heilen. Heilender Wind, Abfahren, Parfüm, Sprühen. Vergiss nicht, dich mit Siegeln und Waffen auszurüsten, sie sind überlebenswichtig. Ah, dann kann man da ein Siegel aufbauen, okay. Ah, die kämpft mit dem Dolch. Den Rest kann ich mir immer noch nicht angucken. Charakter anpassen. Achso. Okay.
Come on! I want to take a look around. I can't wait to explore. I love visiting new places for the first time.
I have to say, you're a real lifesaver. Well then, see you next time.
It's always a pleasure. Come again. Well, what do you know? Sierra? What? It's Lyria. And the captain of the boat.
You made it all the way to this skydom too? Boy, you really do get around.
You might just say I'm everywhere.
War nur fast. Wo ist nichts los?
Visit the Knick-Knack Shack for all your travel tasks.
Ah, das ist ein Händler, oder? Ja, okay. Schließen wir doch gleich einen Handel mit ihr. Ja, scheinbar machen wir das. Stärkspieler werden zur Verbesserung von Waffen verwendet. Warum will sie nicht einfach davon nehmen? Okay. Tja, habe ich verstanden. Dann wäre ich davon Vultural. Jawohl.
Blacksmith right there makes some fighting mine weaponry if you need some new gear.
Natürlich.
Ah, you must be the ones Shiro mentioned.
Der Türme.
Let me take a peek at your gear.
Dann wollen wir deine Waffe verbessern. Waffe aufstufen. Medienanzahl des Sprüche, die verwenden. Keine Ahnung. Ein. Was soll ich das wissen? Wir verwenden einfach gleich alle 7. Verbessern. Oh, Hauptbahnhof. Okay. Wo sich nützliche Gegenstände befinden, sind Markierungen. Du kannst speichern. Du kannst dein Spiel jederzeit im Hauptmenü speichern, wenn du in der Stadt bist.
I'm glad we know where to look.
Es
if we
ist
need to sharpen
sonst
our-
nicht. Und wo? Wie? System? Speichern. Ja.
Weapon.
You can say that again. Now, back to goofing off.
Okay, wollen wir mal mit den Leuten hier reden. Also,
Eugen's
meinen
already,
Leuten.
making connections with the locals.
Kann man wieder
Methods
hier
aside,
hoch.
he did know all the talk in Auguste. Mercenaries sure are resourceful.
Ahoy, Captain. Enjoying yourself?
Oh, brother. At least one of us is, that's for sure.
Come here. Let you in on a tip I heard. Word is there's a village that runs a mining operation on a nearby island.
Okay.
It's got an altar dedicated to, get this, a primeval god. And when this god stirs up a wind, low loads of ore gets exposed, ripe for the plucking. Then, this town takes those mined ores to make the finest jewelry. We'd be rich if we got in on the action somehow. You're catching my drift?
Das klingt nicht, als würden wir das tun.
Gonna stay put and sniff around for more info. I'll let you know what I hear. See you later, Captain.
Jawohl.
One more for the road.
See you later.
Hey, so, right.
Alright.
But
Ist das eine... Okay.
Rackham
Okay,
headed straight
okay.
for the docks, huh? He takes such good care of the Grand Cipher.
Yeah, but
I guess after everything we've put her through, she deserves the TLC.
Airship of that size is a first for me, but I reckon I can handle her.
sorry for pushing you
Ehrliche
guys.
Arbeiter.
Shucks, it ain't nothing. I'll leave this spot empty, so go ahead and fly her in.
Thanks a million. I'll get right on it.
Rackham, hi.
Well, look who it is. I managed to find a place that can patch up the Grand Cipher. Just got done haggling with him.
I'm sorry the ship got hurt. That was my fault.
Whoa, whoa, what are you talking about? You had nothing to do with it.
Naja.
Look, it was a random accident. No one could have known our dragon friend would go all crazy.
Wonder what upset Bahamut.
Beats me. I just hope it's not an omen of bad things to come.
No point losing sleep over what ifs. Let's just forget about it for now, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for cheering me up.
There's that smile. Besides, we're in a new skydom. Let's see some more enthusiasm, huh? Anyway, I'd better go move the Grand Cipher before anything happens to her.
Jawohl.
Go have fun. I got the ship covered.
Jetzt müssen wir noch mit Rosetta reden. Jo. Und Catalina. Oh, hallo. Da sind sie. Oh, nee, was? Oh. Ein Silberschlüssel. Agony. Mein Tag als Bruder hat so dichter als fast in der Wille nicht Arbeit gewesen. Die Sache ist, die mein Partner und ich waren hinter etwas her, das wir nie finden konnten. Müsst ihr es für uns besorgen? Fest annehmen.
Seems pretty chill, huh?
This'll be interesting.
Und etwas Neues? Oder?
Welcome, welcome. I have knickknacks for
Ah,
all travel needs.
abholen. Was auch immer mir das bringt. Seriennummer. Was ist das? Wenn das eine Crewmitglied hat und ein Crewmitglied verhaltet hat, die sich auf deiner Reise begleiten, je mehr, desto besser.
Which crew member would you like to call?
Ach, die kann man einfach freischalten. Lancelot. Das ist halt schon ein bisschen cool. Und die quasi einfach so freischalten. In der Stufe 10. Dann steht es mal, da können wir uns dann erst. Vergiss nicht, Siegel auszurüsten. Was ist diese? Du sollst sie auch ausrüsten, um eine Wirkung zu nutzen. Ah, okay. Oh, Schmied.
Let's talk. Once your sigil's improved,
Was bringen die denn? Kann ich ja eh nicht verbessern, hä?
don't forget about upkeep.
Achso, ich kann sie bei meiner Ausrüstung ändern. Ja, ja. Ja, ja. Was bringen die? Die Angriffskraft umso mehr, je niedriger die Gesundheit ist, je höher die Gesundheit ist. Jo. Bei euch gibt's noch nichts, weil, keine Ahnung.
Excuse me.
Hallo. Goblin-Stürmer, verflucht Goblins, die waren schon immer lästiger, aber in letzter Zeit sind sie noch bösartiger geworden. Teile ihnen eine Lektion, ja. Klar. Oh. Hallo. Krabben, Echo. Klingenzangen. So rettet seltene Wesen namens Klingenzangen. Wenn es nur eins solltest du es ihm geben. Stimmt. Stimmt so nicht.
Hey!
Schade, wir können nicht in Häuser gehen.
Wow, you can see so far from up here.
Ah, eine Schatzkiste. Mhm. Können wir hier rein? Schade. Katze. Ich will das eigentlich anzeigen lassen. Nebenquest. Ja, besser. Ein Pin. Kann ich mir eigentlich das mehr ein bisschen.
What's Rosetta doing?
Halt.
Probably better not to ask.
Du brauchst den Sinn.
Every rose has its
Dafür
thorns,
braucht man die
and
Schlüssel.
every primal beast has her secrets.
Okay, let's go. Was reden? Rosetta.
Nice of you to drop by, Lyria. Come to see my part of town?
Actually, I wanted to ask you how I could help the crew.
Is that so? Well, I'd say there's no need to stress out about it.
But I want to be useful and do my share.
Oh dear. I think you might be overthinking this.
Still, isn't there something I can do?
Let's see. Guidebooks are pretty useful. Ever thought about writing one?
Write my own guidebook?
Just jot down the fun things you've seen and done. Whatever you want to share with.
Better than complaining all the time. That's like the opposite of being helpful.
You're right. Okay, I'll write the best guidebook ever.
Jawohl.
I can't wait. Such a refreshing breeze.
Das ist genau das, was wir brauchen. Was soll denn da auch Nebenaufgabe, oder? Hallo. Das kann ich annehmen.
Let's kick some tail.
Das kriege ich hin. Da fehlt ja nur noch einer. Was ist denn hier? Süß. Ich meine, ich lese das eh nicht. Aber egal. Das kann ich auch nicht öffnen, richtig? Richtig.
Io, we've come a long way since we met on Framo. With how much she knows about magic, I still can't believe she's younger than me.
Hey, what you looking at?
You dumb lizard! Don't sneak up on me like that!
Ugh, for the millionth time, I ain't no lizard.
So, what you doing, Neo? Checking out the makeup selection. Ooh, that's so grown up. An elegant lady knows the importance of looking her
Ist
best.
das wirklich so erwachsen, sich Make-up
I
anzuschauen?
still
Ist
don't
das
know anything about
erwachsen?
makeup. You're naturally pretty, but a dab here or there could bring out a whole new you. Really? I don't know if that's me at all. How about this? Next time we'll do our faces together. With Rosetta's tutoring, of course. Aren't you curious how Lyria will look, Captain?
Ich kann es kaum erwarten.
Can't wait to see the new Lyria.
Hush, I'll try not to disappoint anyone. Gee, what a selection.
Ich hoffe, niemand zu enttäuschen, wenn ich mich schminke.
Stuff is for.
Okay. Oh. Ich frage mich, ob es die Uhr gerade halt wirklich gibt. Gute Frage.
Catalina, training again. Guess old military habits die hard, huh? If she hadn't betrayed the Erste Empire to save Lyria, who knows where we'd be now?
Hi, Catalina.
What you doing?
Thought I might get in some training. I once spent hours practicing my strikes.
Oh, no wonder you're a master swordswoman.
Not yet, I'm afraid. Maybe I'm halfway there at best.
You're no slouch either, buddy. But I wonder who's better, you or Catalina?
Vermutlich Catalina.
Probably Catalina.
It's hard to say at a glance, though it might be fun to cross swords sometime.
Weiß ich jetzt nicht.
You mean like a sparring match? I wouldn't know who to root for.
Then why not both?
Oh, you're right. There's no rule that says I can only pick one side.
Captain, before we proceed any further, I have just one thing. Make sure to check our mastery points from time to time. Battles may begin to feel tense if we don't
Ich meine,
sharpen
ist
our
das
skills.
noch Ja. Wie, ich kann mich damit nur selber stärker machen. Jeder Charakter kann ein kleines Kampfpaket werden. Fangen wir mit dem Captain an. Captain, mein Captain. Du kannst jede Meisterschaft knurrende Meisterschaftspunkt freischalten. Harley-Spruch ist ein guter Anfang. Es ist ein guter Anfang. Aber es gibt auch Defensivpunkte. Ein schneller Sprungangriff, der auf den Gegner Abwehr zufügt, Stärke und dauerabhängig von der Kunststufe.
Can't wait to try this out.
Keine Fähigkeit entscheide, wie du deine Punkte ausgibst. Ja, weiß ich jetzt nicht. Wenn ich das für alle habe, ist das schon wild. Oh, aber ein bisschen mehr Angriffskraft. Und dann noch ein bisschen mehr Leben.
Seems useful.
Oh. Oh. Das war für die falsche Person.
Great!
Pala. Haaresbeschwung. Hier geht er noch ein anderes Plus. Das ist eigentlich noch 12 Punkte. Schaden durch himmlische Künste plus 1%. Oh, klar. Was?
I'll practice day and night. I mustn't fall behind our captain after all.
If you're done looking around, we can start heading to the meetup spot a little early.
Also, zerkehre ich die. Kann ich vorher speichern? Muss ich das jetzt ausrüsten? Nö. Schnell Trefferzeit, schön erhöht. Wenn mit Ares angegriffen wird. Ja, eine Ares wäre schon. Störungen sind Claudines Fähigkeiten und Hygiene Künste verbessert. Bei voller Leiste kann es sich an einem Angriff vorübergehend entstehen, wie sie durch einen Kongo können. Aha. Jo. Das ist ja nett. Ach so, ich wollte speichern. Jo. Auf geht's.
The meetup spot was somewhere around here, right?
Warten.
Are you done looking around?
Ja.
Yeah, I think I've seen everything.
Same. Let's take a quick break while we wait for the...
Mama.
Look, it's the Grand Cipher.
Oh yeah! Rackham did say he'd bring her in for repairs.
Can I tell you something?
Klar.
I heard what you did when I was falling off the ship. I felt so happy knowing you sprang to my rescue. We've been through a lot together. Visited new islands, met new people. It hasn't always been the safest trip, but you've always been there to protect me. I just wanted to say thank you. And since our lives are intertwined, let's make the most of our journey together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now my face feels a little hot.
No.
So true. Doesn't it smell nice?
Sure does.
Sorry, kept y'all waiting. Cypher's officially in the shop.
Nice work.
Hey!
Thanks, Rackham. So, we've got time to burn, it seems. Anyone want
Almost forgot this.
Hmm? You guys hear that?
All right, I'm off. Pardon my rudeness. I don't do well with lizards.
Hey! I ain't no lizard!
It can talk?
Denn ist
I
ein
do beg your
Rentier.
pardon. We didn't mean to startle you. And we certainly don't intend on starting any trouble. Actually, we're a crew of humble skyfarers. This is Vern. I assure you he means no harm. If anything, he's quite the lovable dragon once you get to know him.
You've got it all wrong, Catalina. I'm a cool dragon.
Huh. Skyfarers, you say? Oh, allow me to introduce myself. My name is...
Ja.
Roland, you've got to help us. A tornado suddenly hit our village out of nowhere.
A tornado? Could something have angered Tempeal's primal beast?
Huh?
Remain here in Folka. I'll handle the... My apologies. It seems I'm needed elsewhere, so I'm afraid this is fair...
Hey, wait! He sure ran off in a hurry.
And I heard him say primal beast. We should follow him.
Jawohl. Run, boy, run.
There's still people stuck in Temple. Oh, what do we do? What do we do?
Wir retten sie.
So the altar suddenly lit up, you know? And the wind was like a whoosh! And that primeval god is not happy. Slow down, take a few deep breaths, and tell me exactly what happened. Okay, okay. I'm calm.
An altar, fierce winds, and what they call a primeval god. Sound familiar?
Yeah, it does.
Smells fishy. It's gotta be connected to Bahamut going ballistic on us.
That guy with glasses knows something we don't. Wanna see if we can tag along?
He could lead us to a clue. What do you think, Captain?
Sounds an awful lot like a primal beast to me.
Yep. Which means there's only one.
Es töten.
Right then.
Besiegen.
I know what I have to
Was auch
do.
immer.
Time to get moving.
Excuse me?
Ah, hello again. The situation is a bit... If you need something from me, can it wait? I must leave town for a spell.
Then I'll cut to the chase. Allow us...
Say that again?
It seems you're in a predicament. Depending on the situation, we could be of help.
I appreciate the offer, I really do, but...
You mentioned a primal beast, right? If that's the problem, we want to lend a hand.
We hit our own snag as soon as we arrived in this skydom. Bet your round of drinks whatever you're facing has to do with us, too.
Simply put, our goals are aligned. It takes two to tango, wouldn't you say?
I don't know. Though, more hands would certainly be welcome. Very well. I won't look a gift horse in the mouth. Anything can happen out there. You should get organized before we head out.
Ich bin vorbereitet.
All right. So who are we calling to the front line?
Bis zu 4 Charakter kann gleichzeitig in deiner Gruppe sein. Du entscheidest, mit wem du ein Abenteuer erlebst. Aha. Gruppe. Ein Charakter, der am ersten Feld ist, ist der, den du steuerst. An der Hauptlandung kannst du die Protagonisten nicht entfernen, aber du kannst den Charakter frei wählen. Wähle den zweiten Landslot aus. Sind den auf jeden Fall zu resetten.
Lead the way.
Lena hat sich deine Gruppe angeschlossen. Du kannst jetzt die anderen Gruppenmitglieder auswechseln. Der Captain muss jeder während der Hauptzeit immer in der Gruppe sein. Ich will ihn noch gar nicht austauschen. Und warum sollte ich das tun? Nun dann Resetter. Und dann nehmen wir noch Eugen mit.
Kept me waiting long enough.
Oh. Und das bestätige ich jetzt wie.
I'm your Rose.
Welche Resetter spielen? Eigentlich zurück.
See that counter? That's where we can pick up new quests. Let's check back often, okay?
Lege Quests in deine Stufe zu erhöhen oder Ressourcen zu erhalten, die für bessere Waffen brauchst. Jetzt mehr für neue Fähigkeiten und Ziele. Schicksalsvision erfahren wir über die Charakter, in denen du deine Schicksalsvision abspielst. Festschalter ausgewählt. Jawohl.
You said that dude's gonna need serious help fixing the
Warte mal
tornado.
hier. Was geht denn hier?
If you're looking
Ja, verstehe.
we find jobs
Ich hab,
for them all
das muss es nicht nochmal erklären.
Would you be interested in taking a quest or two? Or, maybe more?
Danke. Das haben wir gerade eben schon erfahren. Ja. Ach, das ist ein Stats-Boost. Klar, dann schauen wir uns das mal an, bevor wir sie spielen.
Zega Grande, the Forgotten Skydom. As I gazed into its perennial blue, I reflected on my last time here, during my travels with him. My memories of this place were distant, yet unforgettable.
Have you been here before, Rosetta?
Hmm? Perhaps I have. Who can? Eventually, I'll share my tales of the captain's father and our journey together. When the time is ripe, of course. But first, I would need to sort through my own emotions. It was here in these skies that we would eventually part. I know. In the eyes of eternity, our time together lasted no longer than a blink. Yet his impact on me felt nothing short of eternal. Indeed, it wasn't nostalgia that I felt upon revisiting these skies. Rather, it was the significance of this place, and all that transpired here, that weighed heavily upon my heart.
Okay. Krass. Schließe erstmal den Prolog an, Schicksalsepitologie. Ja, kann man das auch noch haben. Also Zelda in den klaren Himmel, also ja. Next.
During the war, primal beasts were exploited by the Astrals as instruments of battle. Withered and faded, one primal would eventually drift to Lumassier Archipelago, making a home for herself. Over time, she grew accustomed to the comforts of its forests and the serenity they offered. It was a far cry from the brutalities of war. Centuries would pass until a young man stumbled upon her domain, forever altering the course of her life. She engaged him in a vicious battle, but was ultimately humbled in defeat. Accepting her fate, she resigned herself to death. However, the man would sheath his blade and, to her surprise, asked if she would join him on a journey across the skies. A primal beast was supposedly no more than an astral weapon. Beings born to be controlled, manipulated, and ill-used since time immemorial. She had never entertained the idea of something more. In fact, she hardly had a name for herself. Well, she did have a moniker, but it was a meaningless one, whose sole purpose was to identify her as a weapon. Perhaps out of pity, perhaps out of kindness, the man bestowed upon her a new name. It was from that moment Rosetta. It was his gift to her, one she would treasure and love for eternity.
Okay. Das können wir ja nicht einfach durchballern. Stufe 60. Wild. Also nehmen wir uns das auch noch an. Ich habe hier den Namen Rosetta. Ich muss hier wieder Autoplayer drücken.
With every union comes an inevitable separation. When his journey neared its final chapters, as he took up arms against the god of destruction, I returned to the forests of Lumassier. After my return to the archipelago, I briefly longed for his companionship. But the flora and fauna kept me company. Decades came and went, and one day I would encounter yet another young visitor to the island. There was no mistaking it. This was his offspring. I realized at that very moment the time had come. He had entrusted this child to me from the ends of the sky. My heart swelled, but I concealed my excitement, flashing naught but a smile at the young captain. I would join the up-and-coming Skyfarers crew on the Grand Cipher for another journey across the skies. This time, during their travels, they would experience joys and triumphs alongside loss. I continued to observe from afar, doing my best to obscure my true intentions. My roots were well planted in the past, Knowing what I knew, would I be able to act as a part of their crew? Before long, my ambivalence would come to a head. My convictions had begun to waver. Was this the right approach? Of course, I was conscious of reality. I knew their journey wouldn't be easy. They would have to face the harsh life the skies had in store for them. And with our foes only becoming more and more cumbersome, even for myself, could I possibly protect? My presence on the Grand Cipher was inconsequential, and at worst, a hindrance to the crew. I thought if I weren't here, the captain, EO, the entire crew, perhaps the time had come to retire to the forests once more. But as I was preparing to leave, EO grabbed my hand so sweetly, so innocently, and said she needed me to stay. I would be the bystander no longer. Everyone in the crew had a role to play, and I would be the exception. Finally, I found my purpose. I was free to experience the skies once again, hand in hand with the captain. It wasn't duty or obligation that anchored me to this crew. It was love. I would leave no regrets in the sky. Thus, our journey continued. Only this time I felt...
Das ist doch super. Schön. Schön, schön. Das kann ich halt mit jedem machen.
Right. Would you take this one?
Also ja, dann machen wir das doch mal. Festland aufnehmen. Fest angenommen. Interessieren und verstehen das überall. Sagen wir, Spiel bestehen, wenn die Quest bevor. Ah, das ist der Multiplayer. Das ist ja lahm. Lahm. Oh. Let's go! Das wird von Kollegen schon mal gehabt. Sein paar Goblins fake zu slayen. Was ist das? Eine geheimnis umwogene Frau ist in Wahrheit die Inkarnation der Astralwesen Rosenkönigin. Sie ist schöne Rosen auf dem Schlachtfeld blühen. Die Heimgriffe haben eine ordentliche Reichweite und 3 pflanzte Rosen. Auf dem Schlachtfeld gepflanzte Rosen greifen automatisch Feind und Reichweite an. Immer wenn eine Rose ein Gegner trifft, erweitert sich ihr Wirkungsbereich. Und wenn Rosetta eine Kombo mit der Schild, werden die Gruppenmitglieder im Raum der Rose gestellt. Spannend.
What do you think? The roses shall eat this! Think you can keep going? Don't play too hard now. Careful. Full bloom! Come, Crimson Thorn! Come now. The roses shall... We can always count on you, can't we?
I'll never let you down.
Just keep coming, or we'll show them who's boss.
Can't keep up. Refreshing, isn't it?
That was great! Hey, protecting you young bucks is what I live for.
Fight harder. Full bloom. Come, Crimson. What do you think? Full bloom. Come join me. Don't play too hard now. Come join me. Let none escape. I'll go. I've had better.
Yes! Oh, yeah!
Kann ich mir das anschauen? Ja, das ist ja mega. Ich wollte. Ach, da steht Rosetta von seiner Rose. Dort, wo sie steht und weicht sofort zurück. Die von Verwirrung gewinnt eine Stufe.
Even the sweetest friends. What do you think? Full bloom.
Keep your heads in the game.
Loud and
But
clear.
of course. Don't play too hard now. Come, Crimson Thorn!
Time to shine! Follow it! That was fun!
Your training's paying off, Captain.
Come join me.
Take my thorns.
What do you think?
You take them down.
That was
Awesome! Awesome? Don't you mean ravishing? Refreshing, isn't it?
Ja, Pilze, kann ich abgeben. Mega gut.
I'm not liking the look of this.
Er hat in 2 Minuten fertig. Ah, ja.
What do you follow me?
After you!
Just like we practiced.
I guess so.
Very well.
Can't keep up. Refreshing, isn't it?
Full bloom.
Looking good.
Fall with the blossoms.
Also,
Sleep on a bed of thorns. Sullen rose. Catalina, understood.
gibt's ihm. Oder macht das mal Brown?
Yep.
Fight harder.
Jawohl. Über die Viererkarte löse eine Fähigkeit in einer Schlacht, das bestimmte Schlachten ausgenommen.
Simply beautiful. Thanks, Vern.
They mess with the
Das heißt, die Tutorials, ne? Wo man das gelernt hat.
And I think that's everything.
Das war doch nett.
We're awesome out there.
Du, 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 du.
Did I catch your eye?
Steigen denn eigentlich dann die anderen? Dudun, dudun, dudun. Pflastersteine, Pilze, was da? Scharfuchs. Oh.
Come to view the requests? Here it is.
So. Ah.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Nebenquest. Ja. Tada, bitteschön.
Mission complete.
Nebenquest.
Excuse me.
Schön.
Another satisfied client.
Ah, die anderen scheinen so Künstler. Und dann habe ich jetzt 19. Wie kann ich 19 davon plötzlich haben? Ja, wenn da 50 steht, werde ich die ausgeben. Okay, wir können weiter.
The ship will depart shortly.
Jawohl. Ja, wir können gehen. Halt.